a blazing cause. Round crew gathers for the truth they earn. In the void of lies, their torches burn. Ground crew, rise up, let's break the chains. Sherry's voice cuts through our veins. No more shadows, no more. Sherry takes the stage, brave eyes, fierce heart. Nemesis in silence rips the air apart. Flight's over, but battle ain't done. News and chaos reflected in the sun. Retired airman, now a digital force. In the noise she cuts a blazing course. Ground crew gathers for the truth they earn. In the void of lies, their torches burn. Ground crew, rise up, let's break the chains. Sherry's voice cuts.
Pretty sure it's this one. I got my cameras fixed. And sis, how you doing? Let me go to this chat. There we go. So, excuse me. I want to put this. I'm gonna put this so it's where I can see it, so I don't. Just in case. I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm gonna check multi-stream just in case. So, well, check out who it is. Hi, boo-boo. Oh, this is an ice pack, by the way. Hi, boo-boo. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Right here. Look, right here. No. What's the matter? You know what's going to happen? Your sister's going to bark and want to come in the house. She is. She's going to... What? What? It's Daddy! Where you go? Nobody can see you down there. Oh, they can see your tail and the top of your head when you look. Bye. Dee bed? Dee bed? You gonna go on the bed? No? Aw. Michael boy. Really? Really? So, can y'all hear me okay? Want to double check, because you know me and my wonderful technical issues. Let me see. Gonna put myself on that. What? There we go. Oh, bye. Cool. Auntie, life happens, my friend. You know I love you whether you're here or not in the live. You support whether you're here or not. So, I'm good with it. You can take whatever time you need. You could be here, you cannot. Let's see. I need to figure out how to turn those frickin' crowns off, because they're distracting and annoying. And they're also not true. It basically goes by whoever comments first is number one. And then second is number two. And you get a crown. And then whoever comments the most gets the number one crown. So stupid. I looked it up because I was trying to figure out where it came from, because I didn't enable that shit. So I'm going to try and figure out how to freaking disable that shit. So I cut my backyard lawn today. Woohoo! That's number 5. I have, on one hand, cut the grass that many times. And who keeps count of that shit except somebody that's got hydro seeding that worked? Woohoo! My buddy is. I found him. Ugh. So I overdid it a little bit. Gonna be honest, and just oh. Oh, my face still feels so hot, but at least my cheeks aren't as red. They were bright red. And then I had an appointment at 3, video appointment. And she's at the VA, so she's like, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just cut the lawn. I'm good." Oh, shit, I forgot my water. No. And I forgot to take my meds. Son of a bitch. Well, at least it wasn't technical issues this time around. Oh. And if my hand gestures are distracting, not sorry. Is it Teddy D back? Oh, fix your ear, you silly butt. His ear did it did his little lab flip today, so I took a picture, but I don't have it on. I don't have it. So I haven't touched my website, sharetheairforcevet.com or net. Queenie, welcome back, my Queenie sis. Ugh, it has been a day. Queenie, I was just telling everybody that I cut the grass, finished at like 10 to 3, so had to get on my video appointment at 3, and just my face was bright red, and she works at the VA, the lady saw, "Nah, don't hit them bells. We ain't doing that right now, Ted." I have to go get my water. I should let him. You got a really crappy timing, Ted. Let's see if I can just scoot down. Teddy, you want to come say Auntie Queenie? Auntie Queenie's here. Dee Dee. Dee Dee is Teddy D, by the way. Teddy. Teddy, come. Teddy. You were coming, just really slow. Let me say hi, Auntie Queenie. Come on. Let's say hi. No? Oh, you gonna lay right there? Here, let me move that for you. Yeah, I got my cameras working. Okay. So, yeah, the cord for it was on the bed. The bed that Penny usually uses, and she's outside. And I'm all looking over at the chat, talking to the chat instead of you guys. What? You wanna come here? You come say hi, Auntie Queenie? Really? You gonna snark? You gonna snark? Come here. Up. Okay. Come on. No? You want legs? Come on. What are you doing, dude? Come on, say hi. There he is. There he is. Oh my gosh. Stretching up a little bit. How big he's gotten. Dude, you guys remember when I had him on my lap and he put his paw in my mouth? Yes, you did. You told me to shut up just like that with this little paw. Mm-hmm. Oh, are you saying you're sorry or? Nah. He's not sorry. He's not sorry at all. But, dude, he's so tall. He sits and he's like that much taller than Penny now, which is surprising. I've never had such a lean, flat-coated dog. He's got boxer paws. They look like me to be boxer paws. I only know that because my brother has boxers, and he's sent me pictures. And all the pictures I've seen, the paws sit up more, whereas opposed to like a lab paw or Penny's paw, they're not as upright. They're not tiptoe as much. They're kind of down a little bit. And I mean, it's still, good sized paw, obviously, but it's like he stands on his tiptoes. His paws are up like that, as opposed to down a little bit. I guess you could say maybe his toes aren't as long. Maybe it's because he has longer toes. Good boy, Macaroni. I know I'm saying him wrong. Trust me, that's the name of the toy. Let's just go with it. Thanks, Jamie. So I've been like putting the ice pack on the back of my neck and on the side here, and I'm good now. I just was. I wanted to make sure I wasn't red for the live, so I was like, do this, because I had to. Cat, hi, how are you, love? Don't worry, ice pack's no big deal. I'm just cooling off from cutting the grass and then took a shower, and my face was red, so I wanted to cool off so that my face wasn't red, so I had the ice pack here and here and here and even right here and over my eyeballs. I just put it all over the place, so I was not red. No, because I end up with these bright red ass cheeks because I went diagonal this time. Holy freaking 5,000 steps, Batman. Wow. So, yeah. Not doing that again. I might. Don't know. But. So, I messaged Larry to let him know that I was going to react to his video. His video is, it's a, what do you call it? A lyric video, so it's not the usual thing that usual thing that I react to. But his new release that's coming tonight is at 8. I think is Cat. Is he East Coast or Central? I think he's not on the East Coast. He's somewhere in the middle, isn't he? Somewhere in the South, I think. I can never remember where everybody lives. I remember where you live. I remember where Queenie lives. I remember where Jamie lives. I remember where Andy lives. Andy Van. And, everybody else. But for some reason, I guess maybe because I don't interact with Larry as much as I interact with all of y'all, so... East. Okay. So he's got a release at 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. my time, which is going to be 2 hours or an hour after I'm already done. Because y'all know I end things at 7 so I can give Penny her meds. And I'm going to take mine then and see if I'm going to slam some more water so I can have a quota of water for how much I should drink a day. And I've done a good bit. I'm over 80. I should be a little higher, so I'm gonna slam whatever's left in my water, my water jug cup thing that is cool. It's purple when you turn it. Y'all might have seen it, but it's purple and you turn it. And it's like a bluish green, so I'm not fond of the green, but... meh. So, reacting to Larry's... this was 2 days ago. Larry Otis music. If you want to look him up on YouTube. He's dropping I would say pretty regular-ish he's pretty prolific a bit back. And I think life hit him, and life hits all of us. And now he's back at it. So, he's been back at it, but 2 days ago and then tonight, that's a lot. But he's prolific in the beats and the rhymes and you name it. He's got freaking songs coming out his ears that he doesn't know what to do with some of them, where he just puts them on. He just records them and doesn't put them up. Not all of them. He's got a shit ton. That's last I knew anyway, so there's that. Let's see. So let's switch to... I've got to fix my Stream Deck. Let's switch to... And... Ted! DD! So... I'm not going to hit play so that y'all can read this right here. I haven't, this is usual stuff. Wait, y'all are over there now. So I got a camera there for reactions. I flipped them. Reactions was over there, but I like the newer camera better. So solo is over here now. And I had to bring the resolution down because holy shit. What? So, reactions here now. I'm talking to you guys here. And I have not watched this. As always, everything is live, off the cuff. I never watch anything ahead of time. And if I do, I will let you know that I started watching it and stopped. Because sometimes, most of the time, when you go to something, unless you set it not to, which I keep forgetting to set it to not to autoplay, it starts on me and I have to hit pause, and sometimes I fumble because fumble hands. So I entered the rundown in season 2. Upon entering, I was announced as a rival to season 1's winner's family member. During my match with Buddy, there was a lie told in the chat about me. A serious lie about a deceased child. What? I know that most people didn't believe that bullshit, but still I haven't felt comfortable in the rundown since due to that comment and certain people's reactions. Damn. Okay, Kat. I messaged him on Facebook Messenger and in... Oops, I'm talking to the wrong camera. I messaged him in Facebook Messenger and on Instagram. So, I almost said InstaChat. Instagram. So, 4 messages. If he's not working, he'll get it. But at least he knows when he comes back, he'll know.
Sakuna, Matata, the Pumbaa, a flotter, get 2 fucks for nada, I move her, I got her, I am married to this music, I can't do nothing without her, so you suckers talking are just some poobas, fuck out of here.
I am married to this music. Yeah, he is. I don't think he can do anything else. I don't think he is music.
To this music, I can't do nothing without her. So you suckers talking are just some poobas. Fuck out of here. Hakuna, Matata, the Pumbaa, a flotter. Get 2 fucks for nada. I move her, I got her. I am married.
Uh-oh.
We got off on the wrong foot, so allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Larry. Let's go. Last couple seasons I observed, they said I wasn't marketable. That shit is absurd. Hit this rap shit, I give my heart. I was told the last would end up first, and I got no chance to give up. But not having shit's much worse than I can imagine it. Cause I was in the bounds with no dope to sell. Broke his hell. All I had was hope and L's. Many attempts to no avail. Came to country rapping, this phony was in this hole as well. So I'm still on my island smoking pressure to cope with stress. I was born by the river in Florida, Georgia bred. By this country as you can get, but they never show respect. Either side, white people say I'm too ghetto, but what's crazy is my people say
shit, you're not too ghetto, trust me. I've seen Ghetto and he's not it. And okay, Cat, I'll swap it. I mean, I only just did it because I needed to make sure the cameras were right, and then I was doing. Never mind. About as country as you could get.
They never show respect, either side. White people say I'm too ghetto, but what's crazy is my people say I'm too soft. So I'm alone and scared, no prepared to see the sky. These rappers know I'm next, so they staring with evil eyes, hoping I meet demise. Fuck you all, don't be surprised, you know the road you held. I'm just here to hold you accountable for deceiving lies. For real, fucking coward, I'm ashamed. Pay attention. I never said fuck a child in my life, but I had people making death threats at my house and my wife and call it rap. But when they see me, ain't no talking, I fight. Whenever them lines will get crossed, whether I'm wrong or I'm right. Yeah. If I ever did you dirty, bring it out to show proof. I confirm it for you bitches, cause I only told truth. Internet is for the drama, but it earns you no loot. So if anybody concerned, don't put them burdens on you. It only made me chase my issues, put that buddy shit to bed. Pause. But I just got my grips and try to listen instead. Competition bled, if they got the win, I swear. I'm not invincible, but I feel.
Larry's here! What's up, baby? Larry! This is some fucked up shit that happened to you with this shit. And were you here when I said, I've seen Ghetto, you're not Ghetto, trust me. Put that buddy shit to bed. Pause.
Chase my issues, put that buddy shit to bed. Pause. But I just got my grips and try to listen instead. Competition bled, if they got the win, I swear. I'm not invincible, but I feel like it when I'm praying. Heavenly Father, blessing my heart, though I would live in sin. The devil mad at me, cause I ain't let his minions in. Still I'm human and seen too many predicaments. Till I just prevent any problems before it presents itself for the benefit of wealth. So that ignorant shit you bitches with is hindering your health. Don't got many friends, you don't see the.
Dude, fucking breathe already. Hey, no.
Predicaments till I just prevent any problems before it presents itself for the benefit of wealth. So that ignorant shit you bitches with is hindering your health. Don't got many friends, you don't see the scent within yourself, but we witness it all for some fame. You so small, you little bitty bitch.
I was waiting to see how you were going to say the words I saw on there. That was wicked. This is awesome.
They say heavy is the head that wear the crown.
Yep.
I say heavy is the heart that wear the scars. I know what you're thinking. Larry gonna be a problem.
Not
You
to me.
right, bitch. You right.
He's going to be a problem when he drops more freaking bangers. First off, Larry, that beat was fucking fire. That was... Dude, is there anything you can't do? Hey, DK. Oh, you just missed it. Oh, you just missed freaking... Cat. Careful, Cat. Somebody's gonna... Oh! Cultural appropriation. Beyonce, take that blonde wig off. Anyway. Teddy! DK's here. You wanna say hi? Wait till you see how big he is, DK. Oh my gosh. Teddy! Fine. Make me use it. Teddy, come. Oh, you pouting. Get your butt over here. Come here. And say hi. And say, oh, okay, I'll take your paw. Aw. You okay? Okay, did you say hi? You said hi. You good, right? You good, right? I know. You want to go UT. Yeah, you gotta wait. Okay, you gotta wait. You can be my boy, right? You my boy. Mwah. Aries would have had a freaking field day playing with this guy. Yeah, no, Cat, I get you. I was trying to resize stuff and oh, yeah, you said you dropping at 10, right? That's 8 my time. Yes, thank you, Queenie. Thank you very much. I got you, Larry. If I can make it, I will. That's an hour after I'm done here. Got to give Pen her meds and and I'm looking at the other camera. Ah! Remember, new camera here. React here. Larry, I didn't hear you take. I didn't hear any breaths, really. How in the fuck did you do that? I heard no breaths. None. You got ninja breath. That's gotta be what it is. You got ninja breath. 'Cause, just, damn. And I used to say, remember, I would say that on Cat's rap battles. I would type it, I was like, dude, breathe! You alright? You can get the macaroni, okay? But yeah, I would even type that. Laura, breathe! It makes me nervous when I don't hear somebody breathe, but considering what I read at the beginning, before you went to the now I'm gonna offend some people, that was just wow. The freaking first off, the first part was holy shit, and of course it was bullshit. When I read it, I was like, I don't need to have freaking known anything. I know you well enough to know that that's bullshit. So there's that. Go get your ass ready for your drop of 10. Send me a link so I can jump in fast because I've got stuff to do between now and then because you're 2 hours ahead. I'm pretty sure. Kat said east, so yeah, you're 2 hours ahead. I have to remember that because if I call my mom at dark 30 for hers, I called her at 11. That didn't go over well, so I have to make sure. I will see you. Are you going live with it? Or is he already gone? Is he already gone? Is he still here? I do see him. Okay. So I've been following Oh, he said bye already. Okay. Alright. So, Shawn Ryan had John Rich on recently. And John Rich played a little bit of a new song that he did. Now, one thing that... Here, let me... There is a new song that he dropped that I haven't listened to yet, but holy shit, YouTube didn't play right off the bat. I'm impressed. So, if anybody didn't know, John Rich is a preacher's son. And he's got... His new video is about the Tennessee Valley Authority. And I wanted to play this. Teddy, you gotta wait, boo. Sorry, sweetheart. Let me move this over here. And this over here. What's up, Dragon Wrath? The fuck you been, man? Where you been? No, I remember you were here last time when everything was going tits up on me. Well, I fixed it. So, let's go ahead and I'm going to move this. Oh my gosh, I look so fucking fat. Oh, yay. Ah! This was why I put it over there. Because I'm too big, so let's do this. So that the majority of the video is like that. I need to sit up. Because I look fat when I don't sit right. And before you say it, haters, I've lost 13 pounds. Well, hi! You want to listen to some John Rich? Huh? So Teddy has this little pouty lip that he kind of does like a Rocky. Like this. What? Are you going to let me react? Ow! No, you can't have my foot. Not right now. Not right now. So he puts his paw out and he drags my foot and I was like, no! Come here. Come on. Come say hi. There's more people here you haven't said hi to yet. You haven't said hi to Auntie Cat or Dragon. No? You done? Okay. You want to try this side? Where you at? Come here. You want to try this side? No? No? Yeah, eye boogers. I hate eye boogers. Alright. Dude, he is so big. Alright, so let's go to the reaction. So here is some context for, here's some context for y'all. I put on reaction, right? Yes. Okay. I need to fix my stream deck so I don't have to keep looking and saying, did I? Didn't I? All right. So, Teddy, not now, baby. Besides, I made sure you peed before I started. Come on now. Let me know if y'all. That was loud. Jacob, what's up?
7:37, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Of course, that is John Rich, and he is one half of Big and Rich, and of course, he's been on this show many times. John, always great to have you on Nashville's Morning News. And there's so much that I want to talk about regarding the situation.
Did I not play the correct one? Dang it. Hold on. Might have played the wrong one. No. Or yeah, I did. I think.
Progress where the sun don't shine. Keep you a big mess away from me and mine.
7:37, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Of course, that is John Rich, and he is one half of Big and Rich, and of course, he's been on this show many times. John, always great to have you on Nashville's Morning News. And there's so much that I want to talk about regarding the situation, because it was this audio bite, John Rich, that really drew me to this story. This is a woman. She's an older lady. Her name, I believe, is the last name of Nicholson. And she was talking about what the TVA is trying to do on her property.
They're talking about putting those up.
Oh, I know what they are up here.
Yes.
You think you own something, you don't own nothing. I'm the only child. and I forget how many acres I got. I go to Spring Creek,
Do you have somebody who takes care of it for you?
farms it.
Okay.
Well, that is, again, Miss Nicholson. And I know that, John Rich, you have been involved in this fight in Cheatham.
Okay, I'm going to say something real quick. This guy keeps saying John Rich, John Rich, John Rich. Either say John or Mr. Rich. Don't have to say John Rich, John Rich. Fucking duh. You introduced him. Come on. Even I know
County.
that
So
sounded stupid.
I think some people probably know the story, others do not. But the TVA, which is federally owned, wants to put this big methane plant in the middle of the county. And as the accusation is,
On this lady's property, from what I understand. This is just from reading stuff. I didn't watch any of this.
and as the story goes, they're showing up on people's property and just,
Look at this.
you know, the sense is that they're just kind of taking over. So, John, talk a little bit about what's going on. Hey, John, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. I could hear you, man. You know how tech is these days.
I sure do. Okay, so you heard my intro and I played the audio from dear Miss
Yes.
Nicholson. So tell me, first of all, I mean, you consider Cheatham County your home.
Yeah, so I was actually born in West Tennessee, and about 4 years old, we moved to Texas, where my dad is from, in Amarillo. And I grew up out there and then moved back to Tennessee, to Cheatham County, in my high school years. So I did most of my high school there in Cheatham County. My brother has a farm in Cheatham County. My dad has lived there since the late 80s. My Granny Rich ran a business in Ashland City, Tennessee, till she passed away in 2020. So, yeah, I consider my roots deep down in Cheatham County. And as you covered in the beginning, the startling nature of what's going on in Cheatham County, I think, is something that TVA would never want to be discussed out in the open. Who knew that TVA could show up on someone's private property? This person's committed no crime. There's no warrant. They just show up, but they show up 10, 12 vehicles deep. They've got men with guns, bulletproof vests standing out in the yard.
Now remember what he said at the beginning. This is federal. This is bullshit, but this is federal. Federal bullshit.
You talk about intimidating. I mean, almost like what the ATF might look like when they show up. The lady you mentioned, Miss Nicholson, she's almost 90 years old. And when the neighbors asked the TVA, who gave you permission to be here? They said, Mr. Nicholson gave us permission to be here. And they all started laughing and went, really, that's interesting, because Mr. Nicholson has been dead for longer than a decade.
Wow.
And so
He said they all started laughing? The fuck?
what you've got is is intimidation tactics like I've never heard of before in the United States of America. Some of the quotes from the TVA is really interesting, how it runs a complete juxtaposition to what they're actually doing in real life. This is a quote: "Our goal is to not make people feel good about the power generation that may be in their community, but to be a good corporate citizen."
Whoa! Communism much, motherfucker. I almost said it. Try not to say that anymore. That pisses me off. I've got friends in Tennessee. Not in Cheatham County, but close.
That's their position.
Okay.
Well, here's another quote. Here's another direct one, Dan.
Okay.
One important thing about TVA is we are public power. We don't have shareholders. We have stakeholders. The American public owns TVA. Those are our shareholders. So this is their forward-facing comments, but what they're actually doing in the backwoods and the back roads is they're showing up with guns and bulletproof vests, and even fabricating why they have permission to be there. This is a big deal. It needs to be talked about. One thing most people don't understand is that the TVA only answers to the President of the United States. That's it. TVA was set up in 1933 by FDR, and it still kind of remains in that state where President Trump would be the only one to give them a directive, tell them no, tell them yes, fire someone, bring someone on. So they really operate with the ultimate federal authority when they're walking onto your land.
All right. So John Rich joining us. A few questions. So they want to put this big plant in the middle of Cheatham County. It is near or over the water supply. It's near a bunch of schools as well. And if you, because I did, I mean, if you Google these methane plants, if there's a leak or something like that, I mean, it could destroy the Cheatham County. I mean, it could get into the water supply, and it would just be very bad. And this property that they're talking about, is this partly their property and partly private property? Because I know that they bought, way back in 2020, they bought a couple hundred acres of property from, I don't exactly know who it was, but I know that back in 2020, there is a record that they did buy a couple of 100 acres of property. So why do they want to take over some of the property? It seems like they want to take over some of the private property of others.
So that's part of the little trick to all this. Yes, TVA does own a couple hundred or so acres in Cheatham County that they picked off under the Biden administration.
Oh, of course.
But what happens is now you've got to go to all the surrounding houses. There's around, based on what we're calculating, around 450 houses in that general area. They got to run pipeline underneath your land. Okay. They got to run transmission line.
Okay, that was awesome. Take your pipe and shove it. Look at that. Atta girl. Atta good job. That's the way to do it, Cheatham County. This is This is in the United States of America. In 2025, this is happening. And those quotes, that first one, fucking communism. And of course, they bought it under the Biden administration.
They got to run pipeline underneath your land. Okay. They got to run transmission lines over the top of your land. It doesn't just stay in that 200 acres. It affects everything around it. And yes, you're correct. There are 5 schools within 5 miles of where this plant would go. There's a big body of water there called Sycamore Creek. That's what supplies Pleasant View with 100% of their water, and supplies Aspen City with a large percentage of their water, to the tune of about 1.5 million gallons per day. So when you start looking at all this, listen, I've learned over time, it's one thing just to yell about something, but it's a lot better if you, yes, raise the awareness about it, but then say, what are the alternatives to this? Is there another way to do this to supply power to Davidson County? Well, I had a state senator reach out to me, State Senator Roberts, who represents Humphreys County. And he said, listen, John, we would welcome the TVA with open arms into Humphreys County because we have a coal plant that was shuttered just in the last few years during...
Who would welcome the TVA anywhere? What? Hold on.
Coal plant that was shuttered just in the last few years during Biden's war on coal. And he says a lot of our people lost their jobs, lots of people. We would like those people rehired. That plant can successfully be retrofitted to be a methane plant. And I said, has that actually happened? Has someone actually taken a coal plant and turned it into a methane plant? He said, yeah, in the agricultural world, it happens all the time. They successfully move them over to methane. It's a retrofitting. So there are options. So then that begs the question, if the open-facing statement of TVA is that the American public owns the TVA and they are the shareholders, why are you pulling up on their land with bulletproof vests and guns and shoving people around? Oh, by the way, here's the kicker. If you resist them and don't allow them to trespass on your land, guess what they do to you then, Dan? They drag you into a courtroom and they sue you. Now, this is the TVA and the subcontractors of the TVA. So the pipeline companies.
Sue them for what?
The other companies that TVA works with will drag you into court and sue your pants off and make you go in there and defend yourself. And I'm not aware of anybody beating them in a courtroom at this point.
They have unlimited resources.
Correct.
All right. So the name Tennessee is, of course, in the name. The word Tennessee is in the name. But this is, as you mentioned, this is a federally owned organization, I guess. And yeah, you're right. It started back in 1933. But one of the things that you've said is that this isn't even power for Cheatham County. This is power for Davidson County and Nashville.
Right. So early on, this has been going on for a few years. Originally, it was no power for Cheatham County. TVA, I guess because the optics were so bad, they said, you know what, we're going to give Cheatham County one substation. So, yeah, you're going to be getting some power. I think that was to take away that part of the argument, that none of the power would go to Cheatham County. So, okay, we'll give you a little bit of power. Are you happy now? I mean, the audacity of it is unreal, and the hypocrisy of it, to see public relations people at TVA trying to convince everybody that, hey, we're here for you. We don't want to go anywhere we're not wanted. That's one of their famous phrases. We don't want to go anywhere that we're not wanted. Well, when people say, get off my land, I don't want you here, and then they look at a guy with a bulletproof vest and a pistol, and that guy responds to them and says, hey, you need to talk to your counsel when you're addressing us. Speak to your counsel. So on my X account, which is just at John Rich, if you go look, I've actually been going out there, I guess like investigative journalist style. I never thought that
you have. You know what? I'm going to tell you. I spent the morning with you interviewing all of these folks from Cheatham County.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just drive out to their yard. Listen, I don't want to cause a big ruckus if I'm not understanding the problem, or if the problem has been sensationalized and it's not really as bad as you think. So I said, I'm just going to drive out to the country and go talk to these people, find out what's going on. And brother, when you start digging into it and then you see the video, which right now is at the top of my X page, you play the audio, you will see 10, 12, 15 TVA vehicles, and you will see TVA agents with bulletproof vests and guns standing on old people's property and intimidating the hell out of them. And that's just not America. I mean, there's nothing American about that. I have not directly called the President of the United States yet about this.
Yet.
And I hope I don't have to. He's got some pretty big things going on right now he's dealing with. So I'm hoping this can be figured out here in Middle Tennessee.
So I do know he is ripping the shit out of them on X. The TVA and any and every, he is ripping them a new one on X. He is bringing all kinds of freaking hellfire down on these people. It's awesome reading. That's why I was reading this stuff, and I saw what he was talking about at the top. So all I did was I read into it because I wanted to do this on here. Because, I didn't know that y'all were that. I didn't know that y'all lived, especially Annie Band, I didn't know that you actually lived under the frickin' TVA bullshit for a bit. And Queenie, I didn't know that what you said in chat is funny. So funny. I could just picture that. When you said it, I pictured it in my head. It was so hilarious. All right. Sorry. Off track.
They should reach out to Senator Roberts, who represents Humphreys County.
Yep.
He said, open arms for the TVA in Humphreys County. We already have a pipeline going all the way to where you need it to go. We would love to see you guys turn this thing back on.
A bunch of folks lost their jobs too, John, back when they shuttered those plants.
Mm.
Well, right. I mean, so basically what you've got now is holdover damage from the Biden administration still being acted upon under a new administration. I can't imagine Donald Trump, if he saw the video that you just played, if he saw those interviews with those people, that he would be okay with that. I mean, I've known him too long. There's just no way. His answer would be, there's got to be another way to do this. And then I would say, yeah, there is another way to do this. A couple of different ways, actually. Well, and I think he would be interested in looking at that.
Especially with his experience as a developer. Let me ask you this. John, the TVA actually has a board of directors. Right now, they only have a total of 4. You need
board of directors.
5 for a quorum. There's a total of 9. So there seems to be literally nowhere to turn to because the board of directors apparently they can't do anything. I mean, you may have some input on this, but can they not do anything because they don't have a quorum right now?
I don't know if they can't do anything or not. I know that they can still send armed people with bulletproof vests onto your land without your permission. I know they can still do that.
Touche.
I know that they've still got forward-facing press people and public relations people out here doing everything from podcasts to social media posts, trying to tell everybody, hey, we're here for you. I mean, they're still operating like that. But you're right, Trump actually made a couple of big moves on them because of the way they were operating. I mean, they were operating under what the Biden administration's plans were, under their directives. And so now you've got Cheatham County in the crosshairs. Listen, when you talk about it from an ecological standpoint, you mentioned the water supply. You know, that's a huge deal. There's a lot of people moving into Cheatham County, Pleasant View, Aspen City. It looks like Nashville as far as the cranes. There's cranes everywhere. They're building up because everybody's moving to Tennessee from the U.S. So there's a lot of different reasons why this is a really horrible idea. But the strong arm tactics, Dan, does it sound like America to you? If somebody showed up at Dan Mandis's house without permission, with guns, bulletproof vests, and told you that if you don't allow them onto your property, they're going to drag you into court. Does that sound like America?
Nope, sure doesn't. And that's happening to people in Cheatham County. John Rich, I love that you're on this. And I know you're going to be on with, I think, Murphy Show later this week. So can you just keep us all informed, one show or another, on where this goes? Because I am genuinely interested to see how this whole thing plays out. By the way, in other news, I want to congratulate you. You have been named as the 2025 recipient of the Bob Hope Award as part of the 2025 Medal of Honor celebration that is going on.
That's big.
Congratulations. I mean, that's got to be huge for you.
That's big.
Yeah, unexpected. Humbling doesn't begin to say how I feel about that. So the Medal of Honor recipients, they meet every year in Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. They said there's generally 50 to 70 sometimes of them that show up. And I guess just because of my love of the military, whether it be veterans or active duty or the families of those men and women, they thought, you know what, let's recognize John this year. And I said, I can't even believe this. So my family's going to go with me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I told my dad, I said, I don't ask you to travel to come watch me do stuff, but I'd like you to be at this one if you don't mind. And he said, man, what an honor. Absolutely, I'll be there. So thanks for bringing that up, man. I love our military and our veterans. I know we got a lot of them listening right now. Thank you for your sacrifice and your service. We just had the 81st anniversary of D-Day just a few days ago.
Yep.
And it's because of that sacrifice that we even get to have these arguments right now on the radio.
Well, John, thank you for what you're doing for the folks in Cheatham County. Thanks for what you do for the veterans, and we'll look forward to having you on again soon. John Rich, everybody, and truly a great American and a great Tennessean. 7:54.
All right. So I only know about this because, I love John Rich. Keep abreast of. Don't go there. I keep an eye on stuff. So, I wonder what that is. We can look at that after. Here's John Rich's new one.
This
is John Rich's new one about this.
This song recounts the battle between the Tennessee Valley Authority and the citizens of Cheatham County, Tennessee. The TVA has existed since 1933 and has rained down destruction on American landowners for over 90 years. This song is dedicated to all those who stood their ground.
Ma'am, they're planning to put this directly over top of your farm.
You think you own something, you don't own nothing.
For 100-some-odd years, her families worked the same old fields, raised their kids and grandkids right there on that land. Saw the storms flood their ground, watched the crops die in the drought, stared the Great Depression down and never ran.
Love those boots.
But now they're looking at one hell of a fight.
trying to save the family name from a rich man's bottom line. You think you own something, but you don't own nothing. When the government man comes around, put these dirty old boots on the ground, laughs at your protest with a gun and a bulletproof vest. He don't care what you have to say, he's just gonna do it anyway. He'll smile and grin and then take your farm away. He'll tear it all to hell right in your face. Now the devil ain't got nothing on the TV. Got nothing on the TV. If you won't bend the knee, you call his personal army. Then he'll survey all your trees and cut them down. If you try to stand and fight, he'll remind you he's Goliath, and you're nothing but a David in his eyes. He don't care about your life and liberty. It's been that way since 1933. You think you own something, but you don't own nothing. When the government man comes around, put these dirty old boots on the ground, laughs at your protest with a gun and a bulletproof vest. He don't care what you have to say, you're just gonna do it anyway. He'll smile and grin and then take your farm away. He'll tear it all to hell right in your face.
Night, Chris.
Now the devil ain't got nothing on the TV. Got nothing on the TV.
Uh-oh. I didn't pause it at all. I bet you I get nailed. Shit.
Nothing on the TV. Got nothing on the TV. You think you own something, but you don't own nothing. When the government man comes around, puts your dirty ass boots on the ground, laughs at your protest with a gun and a bulletproof vest. He don't care what you have to say, you're just gonna do it anyway. He'll smile and grin and then take your farm away. He'll tear it all to hell right in your face. Now the devil ain't got nothing on the TV. Got nothing on the TV. You think you own something, but you don't own nothing.
Can he... holy crap.
Thanks to President Trump and Secretary Rollins, Cheatham County defeated the TVA in 2025. But the battle continues in counties across the 7 states where the TVA is still on the move.
Suck it, TVA. Fuck yeah. Woohoo! That's awesome. They beat him. Fuck yes. Beat him like little bitches. Alright, let me see if I can see that Tom McDonald thing. Shorts. Shorts. There it is. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Oops, that was. No. The hell is that?
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Well, this is
Billy, I'm glad to see you're doing better.
This is funny. She's funny. That's why I watch her. So, yeah, I need to fix my stuff. Well, we'll find out, Queenie. At least I didn't get nailed in the middle of it. There is that. Not like Tom, who actually has said has Tom changed his mind about that? That he doesn't want us reacting to his music? Because I could have sworn he's even said it in his music that Hangover Gang react, yeah. But, sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Any band. You heard the adults bitching about him. Well, guess what? Adults are still bitching about him. I don't know that anybody else that's not in Tennessee. I did a search. I'm going to have to do another one to see if there's anybody talking about this. But government overreach really pisses me off. And when I read about this on his X account, yeah, I know. He's even said it in songs. I mean, Tom McDonald has, so pretty sure. If I get nailed with all I get are claims, copyright claims. I don't get strikes or anything. I'm not monetized, so I guess they don't give a shit. But if I was monetized, it'd probably be a whole different situation. I probably would have been gone a long time ago. So. Ryan has talked about what? Oh, the TVA? Yeah, he's in Tennessee. I don't know if he's in Cheatham County, but yeah, he's in Tennessee. So that ice pack's still cold. I'm impressed. Still feel a little heat. So, with a little bit of a headache. Oh, I didn't hear the thing go off for Penny's meds, so. That was my plan for tonight. Larry's music. I saw that one. I don't know what made me pick that one. It was the most recent before the drop that's going to happen tonight for him. And I mean, I do listen and hit, and like and stuff so that he gets the watch hours and stuff. But excuse me, I don't know what made me pick this one to react to it. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm proud of Ryan for that then. Good. So you had a reaction from me for that. When they said they beat him, I was like, yes! Because fuck government overreach. Fuck that. It sounded like somebody was on my roof. Hey, you! What are you doing? I better go. I don't know what that sound was, but I also need to give Pen her meds. And I got a headache. Hey, you. All right, I'll let you out. We got to do Pen meds, though. Pen meds? Yes. Gonna do Pen meds? Well, go get her. Go get her. Where's she at? Where's Pen? Go get her. Oh, that dog is so cute. He's got the cutest little face. And Queenie, I'm gonna send you a picture. I don't know if y'all will be able to see this, but I gotta see if I can show you because he went full on lab today. See his little flopped ear right there? His little flopped ear. There, now you can see it. Oh, I love this new camera. Look at the flopped little lab ear sticking up with his little... He's so cute! He's so cute. This is my little Teddy D. Teddy! I heard you. Up there you are. There you are. What are you playing? He's playing freaking... You playing chicken behind my chair and I keep turning around and look at you? Here, come here. He's a good boy. Yeah, that's my ice pack. You can't have that. Yes, you're a good boy. You gonna say bye? What? What? What do you smell? You ready? You ready for Pempa Meds? Alright, let's do Pempa Meds. Let's do Pempa Meds. So you can see his face. Ted. Where's she at? She outside? She outside? Can you see the little rocky lip right there? When he closes his mouth, the little... Come here, Ted. Come here. Can you say hi and bye? Oh, what do you want my hand for? What do you want my hand for? What do you want my hand for? And no, don't do my foot, because that hurts. His dew claw. Ugh. His dew claws hurt. He does not let me near him yet. I'm still working on trying to get him to let me grind his toenails. Alright, I gotta go give Penny her meds. I want to thank everybody that was here tonight. I really appreciate it. Even if you're not here now, you showed up, popped in, said hi, even if you just do that. That little bit of support. I feel that. Because y'all took that time just to come over here and say hi and whatever else you did or whatever else you didn't do. Even if you just hit like. I appreciate it. I really do. And Ground Crew, you are the best. I love all of you guys. Guys is a general term. I'm from New England. We say guys about everything. So, whatever haters are going to come in, see this, and then send me messages on X. So annoying. Teddy Rocky Lip. Oh, she said, look at the little baby. Hey, give me a second. I'm saying bye. Ugh. He's very, very persistent. I'll just say persistent. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Here it takes the stage, brave, eyes fierce, hot. Endless